All right, well, we'll take a stand over at the back end of our mat. So join me if you would. I'm gonna get my timer started. And well, maybe I will if I figure out technology. And here we go. Let's start off with some easy shoulder rolls, everybody. Just moving those shoulders up and back and down. You can add some wrists with this if you'd like, opening and closing the hands. I'm gonna take an easy rock between the toes and the heels. And I'm gonna settle in. I wanna find that balance between the toes and the heels. You can wiggle your knees. And you can also kind of rock between the outside and inside of the foot. We're gonna stand tall, string lifting out of the top of your head. And let's just start with some deep breaths. We'll stand tall, big inhale, the rib cage expands. And exhale, the rib cage contracts. Shoulders are back, abdominals engaged, navel to spine. Let's feel like we're grounded through the floor. The knees are a little bit soft. And with each exhale, we grow a bit taller, lifting, lengthening through the top of the head. One more full breath cycle, standing here, standing tall. On your next inhale, we'll sweep the arms up. It's a big reach. I'm gonna lift my heart and press back just a little bit. I'm gonna press my hands open as I hinge forward. Now I'm just gonna start easy. I'm gonna start by bringing my hands to my knees, and I'm just gonna start with an easy little bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. So just a little different than I normally warm us up. So just kind of getting into those hips. Now go ahead and take that fully straight leg and reach the hands down to meet the floor. If you need to bend the knees a little bit to get here, that's okay too. I'm gonna start by pedaling through the legs. I'm gonna pop one knee and straighten the other. I'm gonna let my head relax forward. You can add a little head shake, relaxing through the back of your neck. I'm gonna settle both heels down and walk my hands just a bit closer to my feet. Soften the knees, slide the hands up, and let's unfold one vertebra at a time, keeping that belly button drawn in. And as we come to the top, head and shoulders will stack, and we'll stand tall. Let's take a big inhale. Arms are gonna lift up. And exhale, we're gonna hinge forward on this one, reaching for the floor this time. If you need to take a little stop in between, that's okay. And then sliding down to meet the floor. Fingertips or knuckles or palms. So just depending on how you're feeling through the glutes and the low back, they're feeling kind of stretchy, and you can take that deep forward fold, lean into it. If you're still working for it, that's fine. Take your time, be patient. Think about sending your breath into those tight spots. Now I've got my feet just a bit wider than hip distance apart for this one, and I'm gonna bring my hands to my elbows. Take a little lean forward, relaxing through the back of the neck. You can shake the head no again, and even add a little side to side. I'm gonna pull myself back to center, soften the knees, and release the hands as I come up super slow, keeping the belly button scooped. Walking this up one vertebra at a time. Head and shoulders stack at the top. We'll do that again. Nice big forward fold. Big inhale, arms are gonna lift, lifting the heart, and press the hands open as we hinge forward. So I'm gonna stop about halfway. Float the hands into the small of the back, opening through the shoulders and chest, and then go ahead and continue your forward fold. You can bend your knees or soften if you need this. I'm going to interlace my fingers and press the knuckles away. Feel free to lift and lower, just moving through the shoulders and the chest as you need. Now, I'm just gonna let my hands rest on the small of my back, and I'm gonna soften my knees, but I'm gonna unfold again and lift. We'll do that again. I'm just going to rest my hands, soften my knees, drop my tailbone, and then lift and press. One more like that. So let your hands rest, drop your hips, press it up, and stretch those knuckles to the ceiling. Resting your hands on the small of your back. We'll soften the knees and unfold. Scoop the belly, release the hands as we come up nice and slow. Head and shoulders stack tall. All right, so we're going to take a little walk out on our mat. I'm just going to scooch away a little bit. And I want you to think about spreading the weight through your fingers in your downward facing dog. So with your feet about shoulder hip distance apart, we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, I just want to peel down one vertebra at a time, just like you're melting away from a wall. And you can soften your knees, fingertips touch the floor. We're going to take this little walk, bringing this out into your down dog, and just take your time pushing into this little heel stretch. I'm alternating, pedaling through those legs. Think about distributing the weight all the way through the fingers. Maybe curl the fingertips in just a little bit, keeping the whole hand working and active. Now I'm going to settle both heels down and push my chest in the direction of my feet. Double lift and lower. So heels come up and down. Go ahead and sink those heels into the floor and push into that down dog just a bit. Think about pushing your chest toward your feet. Now we're going to take a little roll forward, or just kind of a wave. So I'm going to round my back, scoop my belly, and come forward into a plank. So I want to keep my hips kind of low here. If your hips are still a little bit high, really engage, maybe squeeze those glutes a bit and lower those hips. Now we're going to drive this back. I'm going to bend my knees and just drive my tailbone back and up into down dog. We're going to move between those, move at your own pace, nice and slow, and we're going to round forward on a big inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, tailbone goes back and up, sinking into those heels, and then round forward and press it back. Moving at your pace. Your pace can be quicker or slower than mine, whatever feels right. Let's get one more here, guys. And I'm going to drive that tailbone back and up, coming up into my down dog. I'm going to step my feet in just a tiny bit, pushing into my down dog. I'm going to reach my right hand toward my left ankle or calf. Bring it back to the floor. We're going to give those hands and wrists a break here. Just a moment. I'm going to switch hands, twist. I'm going to look under this supporting arm. And bring it back. One more each side, please. Nice little reach and twist and look. Back to center, other side. Reach, twist, look under that arm. Back to center. Pushing into that down dog. And then I'm just going to lower my knees and shift my hips over my heels, taking that nice little stretch. Hands, wrists, and forearms. Get a little break. You can let your head relax forward. And bringing it up nice and tall. All right, so we're just going to come out into all fours, so a little tabletop position. And just, again, distributing the weight through the fingers. We're going to take a couple of cat and cow breaths. I'm going to inhale, looking out, pressing your heart forward, and then exhale, round, tucking your tailbone, tucking your chin. Big inhale, big exhale. Now this time, big inhale, turn your toes under, and then take your exhale and go ahead and continue and press up and back into your downward facing dog. Take a moment here. I'm going to step my left foot to center and take my right foot, reach it out, and we're just going to take a lift and lower. So I want to think about that line where my leg meets my glutes. really strong here. Scoop that belly. And take that leg up. I'm just going to bend my knee, so pull your heel toward your bottom and then just rotate that hip open. Take a little look under your arm. Back to center and shift forward for a little knee hover. You can set the knee down if you need a little break and then extend that leg up and reach. Bring it in, knee hover, and bring it up and extend. Big reach. Knee hover. On your next one, we're going to turn the foot to the inside and just settle down for a little pigeon stretch. So you might still be up here a little bit high, and that's totally fine. If you need to, you can turn it so that your knuckles are down and you're just propping yourself up. Otherwise, allow yourself to really sink in these hips. I want to open through this left hip flexor, and I want to keep my posture really tall as I can. So think about lengthening out of the top of the head. Shoulders are down, abs are engaged. Let's come forward into our forearms. So just resting down into your forearms. Just take this opportunity to give those hands and wrists a little break, a little flexion, extension. And I'm just going to bring this up. I'm going to replace my hands just right below my shoulders and turn your toes, your back toes under. We're going to take a lift and press into our downward facing dog. So we're going to get that other side. My right foot is going to stay down. My left leg is going to reach, lift, and lower. And this doesn't have to be a super high lift if you don't want that, but it should be really controlled. Lift and lower. And let's take one more. Lift, bend the knee, so just drop your heel to your booty, and then rotate and look under that arm. A little bit twisty here. And I'm going to shift this knee forward for a little knee hover. And now again, remember you can set it down if you need a little break. And we're going to shift up. Knee comes in and up with control. We're a little different on each side, so one side might feel a little stronger, might feel a little more flexible. On your next one, turn the foot to the inside so we can settle into our pigeon. And I'm just going to sink this back. So if you're still up here on your knee and your hips are a little bit high, that's okay. Work on lowering that hip as you can, lengthening through that back leg, keeping your posture tall. We're going to lean into our forearms. So just taking this little reclining pigeon, you can give those hands a little break if you need some of that. And I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to just replace my hands right below my shoulders. Back toes under, lift, and press into your downward facing dog. Go ahead and ease forward into your knees. Knees are apart. I'm just going to bring my toes together and settle back into this child's pose. All right, so from here, we're going to take this child's pose, come up into all fours, and then I'm just going to take my left arm and add some little shoulder circles, opening up really big. So I've got my left shoulder twisted up and open, and just taking this nice big twist, and reverse, keeping it strong through the supporting hand. And take that hand down to the floor, shift back into your child's pose. We'll do that on the other side. Bringing it up, and I'm just going to lean into my left hand and take that right arm up and around. Think about that big twist and open. And I'm going to reverse this. Scoop that belly. And take it down to the floor. Shifting back into our child's pose. And bring this up nice and slow, shoulders back, and we'll kick those feet around. So we're gonna come into our little half roll backs, so engaging our core just a bit more. So we're sitting up really tall, shoulders nice and low, and I wanna think about this length through the top of the head, that string lifting out of the top of the head. Reaching out, holding a ball, imaginary ball. We're gonna inhale, and on the exhale, scoop the belly and round it back. Let's walk one leg up. You can hold if you need that. Other leg up. So either holding behind the knees gently or reaching out through the hands. Continue to keep that strong abdominal connection. We're going to think about really pulling your belly in. Now I'm going to alternately extend right leg and left and right. Scoop that belly and left. One more each side, guys. Right and left. I'm going to take both legs up. You can hold if you need that. Otherwise, reach here. Inhale. Exhale, set your feet down. Stretch forward, reach. And sit up tall. All right, so we're going to do it again. Let's inhale. Exhale, half roll back. Scoop the belly. One leg up. Other leg up. And we're going to take both legs up. So for this one, if you want to, you can add a little hold. I'm going to reach my right arm. I'm going to let go of my right leg and just lower and lift and lower and lift. Now, if you need a modification, you can bend the knee and tap the foot. And tap and lift. One more. Lower and lift. Now I'm going to hold my right leg while I let go of my left. And lower and lift and lower. Keeping those quads active. These are tough, guys. And lift. Two more. Lower and lift. Last one. Lower and lift. I'm going to hold both legs. Inhale. Exhale. Down. Reach forward. Stretch. And sit up tall. Give yourself just a quick little release. Shake out those legs a little bit if you need that. Those quads get pretty tired there if you're not used to that. Okay, so for the next one, I'm going to keep my feet on the floor and we're going to add a little lean. We're going to lean and twist and open. So I want to think about opening up the front of the arm into the shoulder, into the chest. All right, so again, holding onto that ball, but this time instead of rounding, I want to keep my heart lifted. I'm going to lean this back. So I'm going to turn toward you first. So I'm going to turn, twist, and look. I want to take that look out over the back arm and back to center. Other way. Turn, twist, and look, and back to center. Staying a little bit of a lean if you can. Turn, twist, and look, and center. And turn, twist, and look, and center. Take a little stretch, reach, and sit up tall. All right, so let's do that little exercise one more time. For those of you who want the stronger variation, we're going to do it with the legs up. All right, so if you can, I would like everybody to come right here, bend the knee, and so I'm going to take my right hand and hold behind my left knee, and then turn, twist, and look, back to center, and then switch. So left hand is going to hold inside the right knee, turn, twist, and look, and center. So you know where we're going with this, right? Extend those legs. Right hand holds the left, turn, twist, and look. So now you got to deal with balance and center. And we're just going to move those hands around, turn, twist, and look. Woo! Back to center. I think that was good. We're going to cross the ankles and bring it down. Throwing something new at you. I don't want to kill it the first day. All right, so I'm going to set my feet down to the floor, and we're going to take it all the way back. So reaching out, we're holding on behind the knees. We're just going to walk this down one vertebra at a time. Scoop the belly in, and just make yourself comfortable. We're going to walk the knees into the chest, and give yourself a little back massage. A little side to side, little foot flexion, extension, ankle rotation if you need some of that. All right, we're going to go into our hundreds. So we're going to start by stacking the knees over the hips. I want to try and keep this flat little tabletop shin. Bring yourself up into forward flexion and start by pulsing the arms. Kind of like you're splashing water by your hips. And we're going to flex on the inhale and point, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. point and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, flex and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and point, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Really strong inner thigh squeeze. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Now adding on. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I had my feet off there, but whatever. Keep it going in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, long and strong. Now one more, lower lift, hold it here, squeeze those thighs, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, stay here, lift up, reach, and pull those knees in. Let's extend the legs and zip through the thighs. So on this one, I want to externally rotate at the hips. So I want to think about a little turnout all the way up here. So I'm using the back of my legs and my glutes to squeeze the mat. So I want to keep this lower half really active. I'm going to reach my hands over my heart. So imagine that you're holding a little playground ball or a volleyball right over your heart. We're going to reach up to the ceiling and then pull down and squeeze that space in your upper middle back. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you retract. Squeeze. Nice and long through those fingers. And let's get one more. Big inhale. Big exhale. Squeeze. I'm going to keep a little bit of a retraction, a little bit of a shoulder blade squeeze. And I'm going to float back, but I don't want to go so far that my rib cage needs to lift. So I want to keep my ribs down, keep my core active, keep my legs strong. We're going to take our full roll up. So we'll inhale, lift the arms over the chest. Exhale, peel, coming up, out, and over. I'm going to flex my feet as I take this forward fold. Sit up tall. And then take it down. So I'm going to point my toes on the down and flex my feet on the up. So we'll inhale and exhale. Flex and reach into that forward fold. Let's sit up tall and take it down with control, nice and long. Arms reach back. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and long. Taking that long forward fold. Sit up tall and take it down. So now my new favorite thing is adding the saw to my roll up. So we're going to add that. We're going to inhale, reach, exhale, heel, coming up, out, and over. I'm going to sit up tall and I'm going to open my arms. I'm going to take one leg out. I'm going to take the other leg out. I want to flex my feet, turn, twist, and saw off your pinky toe with your pinky finger. Sit up tall, other side, twist and reach and bring it up and center. So I'm going to walk one leg in, other leg in, arms come together and we roll it down. We'll go a little quicker on this next one. Inhale, reach, exhale, peel, long forward fold. Sit up tall, open those arms, one leg out, other leg out, flex the feet, twist, reach, sit up tall, center, other side, twist, reach, up, and center. One leg at a time in or both legs in. Arms together and take it down with control. Think about using those inner thighs on that squeeze. Inhale, reach, exhale, peel, flex and fold. Sit up tall, either one leg at a time or both legs open at the same time. Open those arms, let's twist, reach, sit up tall, center, other side, twist and reach, up and center. The legs come together, arms come in and take it down. Let's get one more, just like that, guys. And inhale, reach, exhale, peel, coming up and over that forward fold. Sit up tall, I'm gonna open those arms. I'm gonna open that leg, twist, reach, up and center, other side, twist and reach, and back to center. Let's bring those legs in, bring those arms in, and take it down with control. The arms are gonna float back and give yourself just a quick little break. If you need to reset on your mat, you can bring your knees in for a quick little back stretch, back massage. All right, we're gonna go into our abs series. So I'm gonna bring myself into forward flexion. I'm gonna keep my knees in the tucked position. I'm gonna keep my right, extend my left. Inhale, switch, exhale, and inhale right, exhale left. Really long, reaching through that foot, and inhale, exhale. Now as I'm switching feet, I'm trying not to let my heel drop to my bottom, so kind of like I'm scooping that leg in. I can barely do it. So I want you to think about floating those legs out on the same level. And exhale left. Let's get one more. Inhale right, exhale left, both knees in, and lower with control. A little neck rotation. So that same little rule applies to the next one as well. So I like to almost think like I'm balancing a tray on my shins, and you want to slide it out and slide it in. You don't want to upset anything on that tray. Bring yourself into forward flexion and reach for your ankles. Arms and legs reach out and circle. Or circle the arms as the knees float in. And inhale and exhale. Now you can take the legs as low as you like. If you're still kind of new to this, the legs up a little higher might feel a little better on your back. And inhale and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. One more. Big inhale, and exhale, knees in, head down, take a little break. Giving those feet a little break every now and then. So if you're pointing your toes a lot and you're not used to that, you might find your arches and your calves might get a little crampy. So I tend to try to add some of these little foot motions in there just to give a break. All right, so next up are your straight legs. We're gonna take both legs up, nice and long, and I wanna think about this line down the back of my leg, my hamstrings really opening up. And at the same time, these are stretching, my quadriceps are active. I wanna keep them strong, I wanna keep them engaged. So I'm gonna lift myself into forward flexion and keep the right as I lower the left. So if you're not super flexible and you're still up here kind of high, that's totally fine. I'd rather you think about that really good form, that good length, than trying to get it in and bending the knee just to get there. So we're gonna inhale on the right, exhale on the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Think about that long straight line, that strong squeeze in your quads. Inhale, exhale. Now, you can stay with this little tug behind the calf or reach up and try to kick to the space between your hands using active flexibility to pull that leg in. Exhale left, inhale right, exhale left. One more set, guys. And we're gonna pull both knees into the chest and lower with control. A little neck rotation, foot flexion extension. All right, so starting with the knees in this tabletop position, again, hands come behind the head. So I want to just use my hands to support my head. I don't want to pull at my neck. I'm going to keep this 90-degree angle, not dropping my heels to my booty, and lean it out, tap the floor, and come back to tabletop. So inhale down and exhale up, and inhale down and exhale up. You can stay with this or extend the legs, heels together, and I'm going to turn my toes out. So I'm going to squeeze through the back of the legs and the inner thighs. We're going to inhale down, exhale up, and inhale down, and exhale up. So maybe you only go out to 45 degrees, and that's okay. Make it really strong, make it really controlled. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Give yourself two more, please. Inhale down, exhale up. Last time, inhale down, exhale up, knees in, head down, and give yourself a little break. All right, last in our ab series is our crisscross. So with this one, I like to place the back of my hands at my forehead rather than behind my head, so I'm not pulling at my neck. I also like to think about bringing my shoulder toward my knee instead of my elbow, because we can kind of inadvertently cheat this a little bit. I want to make this twist through my waistline, not at my shoulders. All right, so I'm going to start off with my hands, back of my hands like against my forehead, bringing myself into forward flexion. Keep the right, extend the left. I'm going to twist shoulder toward my knee and switch. Inhale right, exhale left, really strong. Right and left and right and left. Reach through the feet, reach. Inhale right, exhale left. 2 more each side, guys. We got this. Last one, right, last one left. Both knees in, take a break. Good work, you guys. We're gonna extend those legs up. We're gonna do a little corkscrew while we're here. So I'm just gonna set my hands right by my hips. If you need a little more support, you can tuck them under your hips just a bit, just a little more support. You don't need that, hands are out, or they're open in a letter T. There's a clock on the ceiling. We're gonna draw a circle, stop at 12 o'clock, and unwind it. Scoop that belly, inhale, one direction, exhale in the other. Now, if you're feeling pretty good about this, you can move your arms over the top of your head, or move the hands over your heart, holding that ball again. Inhale, draw that circle, exhale, unwind it. So see what you're able to do here. Maybe you're able to do this and it's a smaller circle to keep it controlled. And that's totally fine. Working at your own pace. And let's get one more circle here, guys. Zip those thighs. Inhale, draw that circle. Exhale, unwind that circle. Float those knees in and give yourself a little break. All right, so we are going to bring your hands behind your knees and pull this up. If you have a drink, grab it. We're going to go into rolling like a ball. And then we're going to add some little hollow body, so that little out in. So we'll start off with the momentum, and then we'll add the out in. And then I want to kind of stop the momentum and take some really strong hollow body exercises. So for those of you who have the aerial stuff, you know all about this. For those of you who don't, I'll give you some modifications as we go through. Bringing the knees up a little higher is going to be a little easier. It can be pretty strong on your back. So listen to your body. Take a break if you need it. Let's start off with our rolling like a ball. So this one should be pretty familiar. We're going to start off finding this balance point between our tailbone and our sits bones, and the feet are off the floor. I'm just going to hold at my shins. I'm going to round it back. Inhale, and then exhale up and try to catch before my feet touch. Let's inhale back, exhale up. So try to keep your heels really close to your bottom. If you still need a little bit of momentum to kick yourself up, that's okay for now, but we want to get rid of that. We don't want to have to use that momentum. All right, so on your next one, bring it to the top, and we're going to take a little out in. So I'm going to let it back, and I'm going to pull it in. You don't have to go as far back as I did. We're going to inhale back, exhale up. You can just kind of shoot it out, keep your body up, and bring it in. This little modification. Inhale back, exhale up, and lay it out. Arms reach, and pull it in. And inhale back, exhale up. On that hollow body, I want to reach it all the way back and pull it in. And inhale back, exhale up. Now this time on your hollow body, add 3 little heel beats. Pull it in and rock it, catch it, and lay it out. Heel, heel, heel. Pull it in. 2 more, guys. Inhale back, exhale up, and we're going to lay it out. Pull it in. Last time for this. Inhale back, exhale up. Now we're going to hold that hollow body and take those little heel beats, excuse me. Keep it 8, 7, 6, 5, really strong. 4, 3, 2, pull it back in. Thank goodness, right? And take it down. Just take a quick little stretch here for yourself. I'm going to take my right arm over to the right and just take an easy little twist, a little reach, excuse me, and then up and over. We're going to move on, get a little bit of our back extension and bring it up. And then I'm going to put those 2 together, that hollow body with our back extension. It's really kind of fun. So have just a little bit of space maybe that you can move. If you have somebody exercising next to you, you can high five as you pass. All right, so let's come over to our belly first. Let's get that. All right, so we are going to start off just walking this all the way out to your belly. I'm going to lower with control,
and extend the legs. So I'm gonna keep my feet about shoulder or hip distance apart, maybe slightly wider. And I'm just gonna start small. So for those of you who don't have a really bendy back like me, you can just start with an easy back bend. We're gonna inhale and then exhale as you come in, just bring the elbows to stack below the shoulders. Think about lengthening through the head, taking your gaze out, pressing your heart forward. Now inhale and exhale, allow yourself to come down. You can turn the elbows out for that. We're gonna inhale and exhale, come in, think about lifting through the heart, pressing your head, lifting through the head, pressing your heart forward. Inhale and exhale down. Now you can stay with that or slide the hands back. I'm gonna try to keep my elbows close to my side. I'm gonna inhale and exhale, press up even higher, scooping the belly. Think about that heart forward, lifting, lengthening through the neck. Inhale and exhale down with control. Let's inhale, exhale, peel, coming up, nice and tall. Now if you're not up high, if you're not up off of your elbows, totally fine. Think about scooping that belly, heart forward, head lifted, lower with control. Take a moment here. All right, so for this next one, I want to lift only as high as I can come up and then lift my hands and then lower with control. So for this one, you're not going to be in that big kickstand position. You're not going to be up super high, or maybe you are. Maybe you have a really strong back. So what I want you to think about is coming up only as high as you can lift those hands and stay there for a moment and then lower with control. All right, so hands just right below your shoulders if you can. We're going to inhale, exhale, peel. Find a spot that maybe you think that's as high as you're going to go. Lift the hands, look, heart forward, and lower with control. Let's inhale, exhale, peel. Think about shoulder blades down your back. Lift the hands and lower with control. My voice changed when I lift my hands. Let's do that again. We're going to inhale, exhale, lift. Coming up into that nice tall spot, as tall as you can without the hands. Elbows back and lower. All right, guys. We're going to just push back into a little child's pose. Take your time. Allow yourself to sink and stretch. All right, so we are going to come forward and we're going to add this lower half with us. All right, so for this one, hands below the shoulders, and we are going to press up into the hands. We're going to inhale, exhale, elbows near your side as you press up. Now, once you're here, let's just take a moment, and I'm just going to add this little shoulder roll forward and back, just kind of getting into a little twist, maybe getting into some different areas that you weren't getting before. Now, from here, lower down. I'm going to squeeze and lift my legs, my thighs, my knees if I can, and then lower the legs and lift your torso. You can add those little shoulder twists if you want. Back to center, lower, squeeze the legs, lift, and bring it up. I'm just going to keep my shoulders square for this one. You can add the twists if you want. And lower, and squeeze, and lift. Lower the legs, lift the torso. Let's get this last one. Big squeeze down the back of the legs. Lift those legs, lift those knees, and then lower. Press back into a child's pose. Take your time getting here. Okay, so for this last one that I promised you, I want to put that little hollow body together with those back extensions. So let me cancel my timer. So for this one, I'm just going to turn this direction and I'm going to roll. So if you just want to watch initially and then come in when you're ready, if you're ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay back and I'm going to start with my legs long. I'm going to reach my arms, so like I'm holding a ball over my head. I'm going to lift one leg. I'm going to lift the other leg. Now from here, I'm going to roll, coming up and over. I'm in my back extension. Now if you can continue to go, you can continue to go, or you can go back. Now reaching, now I'm going to go back.
I'm going to turn and lift. Feet are hovered, arms are hovered, and up and over and reach, and then I'm going to take a break. All right, so if you didn't join me for the first one, please join me for this one. All right, so starting off, I'm going to reach out, lengthening. Now, if you need legs a little higher, you can, or you can bend your knees here. Ready? Now, you're not going to be able to bend your knees much once we go here. Reaching up and over, lift, and we're going to take it over, up, 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 reach. Woo, squeeze those legs. Let's take it back, guys. Reach it up and over, nice and long. And I'm going to bring it over one more time. Don't want to get stuck there. Keep reaching. Pull those knees in and take a break. Woo! Good work, you guys. Those are kind of fun and floppy, and I can't see what you're doing, so hopefully you're laughing with me, not at me. All right, so let's come over just to hands and knees one more time, guys. We're gonna do a little thread. So let's take a little cat and cow. Inhale, exhale. Coming down into your neutral spine. Let's take this right arm, thread, and reach it under. Now, you can leave this left hand just pressing, opening up that top shoulder, or move it more toward the top of your head. So lengthening this arm out. Think about actively twisting, opening this shoulder toward the back of the room. Breathing into your twist. Now I'm going to take this arm up. This is my left arm. And I'm just going to drop it behind. And I'm just going to hug it behind my back. I want to kind of use that for leverage to open my shoulder just a little deeper. I'm going to use the back of my hand and forearm to help me press into this twist. Now release it with control, coming down and unwind. Let's get the other side. But first, a couple of cat and cows. Inhale, pressing the heart forward. Exhale, round. Tuck the belly, scoop. And one more. Big inhale. And exhale. Let's take that left arm, reach it out, and we're going to thread it under, bringing it down. And I want to push into this twist. So if you leave your hand here in front of your face, twist and push. Otherwise, I'm going to move this arm out just a little taller. I want to be able to look under my arm just a bit. Think about actively twisting this top shoulder back. Pressing your wrist and forearm in the floor to help you get into that twist maybe a little deeper. Now reach this arm up and bring it around behind. Just kind of hugging your back and actively twisting the shoulder and the elbow just a little deeper using this leverage. Now reach it up and bring it down. Bring both hands to the mat, feet together, knees are apart, shifting back into your child's pose. Take a moment, sinking into those hips. And we'll bring this up. Now, we did this one on Saturday, and it's a little intense, but give it a try. I want you to see how it feels. So I'm sitting with my hips on my heels. Now, if this is not for you, take a break. We're going to do one more little thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach, or you can have your hands on the floor, and I'm just going to lean back and stretch the top of my foot. So I'm just trying to lift my knees, finding balance, reach, and bring it down. Little child's pose. Like I said, it can be a little intense, so if it's not for you, just take a break. I'm going to try it one more time. So I'm just leaning, so you can lean into your hands. It's a little more supportive. This is a little more balance. Reaching out, scoop that belly, supporting, and bring it forward. This time, turn your toes under and walk yourself back to the ball of your foot. Really feel the heel stretch, feeling those tendons right into the calf. So finding your balance, and then very carefully, slowly lowering the knees down, hopefully more controlled than that. Now we're gonna play with some balance here, and I didn't have great balance over the weekend, so we're gonna try it again today. We're gonna inhale, I'm gonna exhale, and shift it back, finding that balance. Not great, but still better than it was. We're gonna inhale, exhale, the knees come forward, hands to the floor, turn those heels to the floor, down dog. Let's inchworm those hands back toward your feet. Taking an easy forward fold, shake the head no. I'm gonna soften my knees, slide my hands up, and roll this up. Scoop the belly, coming up one vertebra at a time, guys. Super slow. Coming up to the top. Everybody, big inhale, arms are gonna lift. Exhale, thumbs back, palms up. Turn your palms back. And a couple of easy shoulder rolls. One more big cleansing breath, guys. Arms up, inhale. And exhale. Thank you for joining me again today. Always great to see everybody. Thank you very much.